Before Geoff starts with his part on the program, I'd like to just offer a very heartfelt thanks to Geoff for all the work he's done. We mentioned before, but the Harbor Hustle started out as a twinkle in Geoff's eye. He is really the father of that event, and did just amazing amount of work to get that race up and running, and has turned it into one of the premier events along the shore. So I'd like you to join me in a round of applause and thank you, Geoff, for all your work.
Good morning. If I am let's see if I can make this work. Yes. So the Harbor Hustle. Now that I know I'm the father of that, let me tell you how it really got started. One of my adopted sons, one of my many adopted sons, James Gusmer, who is a former Beach Patrol and also Harvard graduate. I don't hold that against him as being a Princeton guy. But he came to me and said, you know, we used to have a lot more races in town than we do now, and they're great events. And James is a runner. In fact, he works for the New York Roadrunners now in New York City. They put on many, many running events, including the New York City Marathon, which I think is the biggest running event in the country. And I said, yeah, sure. I don't know anything about running. I'm not a runner, even though I used to be on the track team, and I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now. But I said, sure, whatever it takes. And so we had this idea to put together this race. Now, as most of you know, SHPOA's primary function is one of communications. The property owners here, many of you can't vote, and so we are your voice with the borough. And also, with respect to the borough, we help get their message out to you. But SHPOA does a lot more than that. It was mentioned about what Susan Barrett's been working on and a recent project of the year. So we also do a lot of work in trying to help out Stone Harbor, that we all love, with different types of events and things. So this is one that we thought was great for a couple different reasons. One, when you have a race like this, it brings a lot of people together, especially since it's not just a race, but we do a 1 mile walk. And so it's very much a family event. In fact, many times when people are signing up, we have 3, 4, 6, 8, 10 people from extended households that participate in this. So it's really a great family thing. But also, it's the opportunity to try to raise some money for a local charity. And that's a very important thing as well. This year we had our third race. When we started out, we had 250 people in our first race, which was very good. We didn't know a lot about what we were doing. We realigned the event with the summer solstice, and so that's part of our branding. And the next year we went up to 350 people. This year we set a stretch goal of 400, and we almost got to 500. In fact, the folks that help us run the event want to talk to us about how we've gotten that far, because it's grown very, very quickly, and we hope we're still at the very beginning. One of the reasons this year, one of the major reasons we were able to grow as quickly as we did, is the charity that we chose for this year, Shells of Hope. And I was inspired by an article in the Cape May County Herald about Shells of Hope and about Grace Martin, who the mayor mentioned earlier. And I'm not going to try to tell her story, but she is here to just say a few words about her journey and how we got together. So if you would please welcome Grace Martin. We just started out at Villanova this year as a freshman.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and listening to me. My name is Grace Martin, and I'm honored to be here today representing Shells of Hope, the nonprofit that I founded to help support children and families facing pediatric cancer, especially brain cancer. This is a very personal cause for me because about 2 years ago, right before I turned 17, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. So my family and I know firsthand how difficult and challenging this journey can be. And it truly is a family endeavor. When your child is sick and someone you love is suffering, it affects everyone around you. And that's why Shells of Hope exists, to bring encouragement, hope, and resources to these families who need it most. And right now is an especially important time to be raising awareness. September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, a time when we shine a light on the realities families face and the urgent need for more research and support. Today, less than 4% of government funding goes toward pediatric cancer research, and that number is not good enough. Children are our future, and they deserve better. They deserve the forefront of our care and attention. They deserve a chance for a long and happy life. And that's what we're determined to be part of the change. And that's why we're so excited to be donating all the proceeds that we raised this year through the Harbor Hustle to private research happening at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. It's run by my neurosurgeon, Dr. Peter Madsen, and a Stone Harbor resident who lives on 101st Street, Dr. Philip J. Storm. The research is making incredible bounds to find breakthroughs that are saving lives and giving kids new hope for their future. So we're so happy to be here today to celebrate all the work done in the Harbor Hustle. Thanks to our partnership, with SHPOA, Shells of Hope was able to share our mission with the community in such a meaningful way. And together, we raised an incredible amount of money to keep this work moving forward. We're so grateful to SHPOA and Geoff Woolery for all their hard work and their generosity. And it is such an honor to accept this check today on behalf of all the children and families it will help. Shells of Hope is about hope. It's pretty simple. And standing here during Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, receiving this gift from a community that cares so much, I feel more hopeful than ever. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for believing in this mission and being part of the journey with us. And if you'd like to find out more about us and our story and our journey, please go look at our website, shellsofhopenj.org, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook at shellsofhopenj. Thank you very much.
In addition, I would like to mention a really special thanks to all of our sponsors. Ace Hardware has again been our premier sponsor, as they have for all the years. Would like to thank our other sponsors, Global Pursuit, JS on 3rd, TSR Sciences. You probably haven't shopped at their store on 96th Street. Actually, this is Beth Toolin company business. Beth was a former trustee, and also 7 Mile Island Players, which Kim Martin, when she's not helping out with 100 other things, is running another great charity event that we have going on for 7 Mile Island. So I want to thank all those. I also want to thank, I mentioned that we went up to almost 500 runners. The amount of participation that we got this year from our business community in and around 96th Street, and from just local residents to raise money. We raised about $4,500 our first year, was close to $6,000 our second year. But to go really over the top really required a lot of help from a lot of people. And as was mentioned earlier, and we're about to do the big check celebration, we raised over a little bit more than $13,000 this year, and we have high hopes to go much further next year. So I want to thank everybody that helped contribute to this. And by the way, you may not be a runner, you may not, for whatever reason, want to contribute, but please come out when we have the event, because the runners love to see people lining the streets, cheering them on. It's really a great family thing. So we hope we see you all out next year, and I think we are ready to do the infamous, Kim, if you will come up again, big check celebration. And so, there we go.